Hello YouTube, welcome to Mrs. Koi Style. My name is Kawana. I thank you so much for joining me here on my channel where I speak about style. I do some hauls, some reviews, and every now and again I sprinkle in a little bit of luxury. So if that is something that interests you, I certainly hope that you would continue watching today's video and consider subscribing to my channel and hitting that bell notification so that you never ever miss one of my videos. So for today's video, do I have to state the obvious? I know the thumbnail already said it, and then you can see the bags right here behind me. Yes, I have a Zara haul. Does that surprise any of you? If you know me, it probably will. And the reason for that is, you know, I don't really have a relationship with Zara, and it's because I've always struggled with being able to find things that fit me. It just doesn't work. So I have stayed clear of Zara with the exception of buying shoes. I love their shoes, I love their boots, so periodically I will go in, typically around the holiday time, January-ish, when the sale continues to go down and down and down. I go in there, I see what shoes are left, and I try to rack up on some shoes and boots. Love their shoes and boots, but the sizing around their clothing has been very, very hit or miss with me. Now, I have purchased quite a few blazers from Zara again around the sales time, but it's been at least 3 years or so since I've even purchased any blazers. So what got me back into Zara? I think the hype. I think I've been coming across a lot of videos of people hauling Zara items, and although I can't say I'm necessarily interested in all of the items that they're hauling, because honestly speaking, I tend to see that a lot of pieces at Zara do become saturated. I'm not saying that people don't, make it their own, kind of do their own style sort of thing, but typically when something hits at Zara, it's hitting everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. But anyway, I believe that I came across a few good pieces. So what had happened was, let me jump into the story, right? So what had happened was, so I had to make some returns, and I went to a mall that I don't typically frequent, and there is a Zara at that location. So, as I mentioned, I'd been seeing a few different hauls. I knew that the sale was going on, so I said, you know what, let me go on ahead and pop in, just see what they have, see what's left over from the sale, see if I can cop myself some good deals. So I went in and I automatically went for the sale section. At this point, I went for the section that said $19.99. I picked up a few things. I'm like walking around, I'm looking, but I'm not even looking at the regularly priced things. That's my thing. That's my tunnel vision when I go into absolutely any store. It's all about the sales. I ain't even looking at the blazers for $169 or like these dresses for $129 or the $89.90 and up. Kawana don't do that. I don't do any of that. I went to the sales. I grabbed a few things and I'm like, oh, this is cute. Okay, yeah. I'm kind of feeling all of these items. Yeah, so I go and get online because at this time, even though this Zara isn't typically too crowded, the line started to really accumulate, and it's starting to get long. So as I'm standing in line, I saw a pair of shoes, and the shoes reminded me so much of this Prada shoe that as soon as it hit, the Prada shoe with the little kitten heel. I mean, as soon as I saw those shoes, I said I absolutely love them, but they're too trendy. So I know that I'm not going to go ahead and invest $1,000 in those shoes. So when I saw this shoe that very much looked like a dupe of it, I said, okay, yeah, this is pretty fly. I don't really have anything that's purple, but I'll figure out a way to incorporate the purple into my wardrobe. They didn't have the purple in my size. I grabbed this kind of corally pink just to try it on to see how it would look in my size. I got a very, very brief clip of that I'm going to go ahead and insert, but I was liking the way it looked. And so I said, you know what? Okay, I'm going to need these shoes, but I definitely feel like I have quite a few pinkish shoes as it is. So I'm going to need to have these shoes in purple. So I'm still standing online and I'm chugging along, and then I'm just looking over and I'm looking everywhere. So first bag here. Okay, yeah. So I picked up this beautiful, I want to call it, it's not a cable knit because the knit on this dress is so much thicker, but this very, very heavyweight sweater dress. It is beyond the midi length. I think on some it would be a maxi, but since I'm 5'10" and a half, almost 11 inches, it's not necessarily a maxi on me, but the weight of this dress is like super heavy. It's supposed to be a bodycon dress because it is in the sweater material. It is sleeveless, as you will see here. Super heavy. I'm gonna have to try to grab my glasses and tell you what the material is because y'all already know I can't see. Well, I can't see without my glasses. So anyway, but you'll also see it in the try on. Very, very weighted material. This is not a summer dress by any means. This is something that I could definitely be able to wear through the winter. And what I'm envisioning with it, as I said, because it is sleeveless, I'm imagining putting like a sheer blouse under, but like a sheer blouse that has some very dramatic and kind of billowy sleeves, and then having this dress on over it. I think that that could be a complete moment because look at what this dress is giving. Look at this fringe detail here on the bottom. I just think that this is, it's just so spectacular. So when I saw this, I knew I had to have it. This dress range goes from, this dress size range goes from a size small all the way up to a size large. I just held it up and I said, okay, I think this size will fit me. And I grabbed a small. So now when we talk about the fact that Zara clothes don't usually fit me, I think that's the thing. Their sizing is all over the place. So you really just need to try it out and figure it out. And so I got this. And although I feel like it's a little bit big, it could just be because I'm used to feeling my clothes on me. So it may be a little bit big, but at the same time, I think it's doing what it needs to do. And for the price point, which I don't know if I mentioned, was $19.99, I feel like I'm good with it. Like, yeah, I like this. I think that this was a good buy, and I think that I would have this for years and years to come. So the fringe dress in a size small, and I've never linked anything from Zara before. I think I just need to put some sort of a code or something under, and I will do that. So yeah, so that is the first piece that I picked up. Picked up this next piece as I was standing in line. I look over and all I see is this little red tag. And so I said to Taylor, I'm so glad that she was there because, you know, the line was long. I didn't want to jump out of the line, but I also saw something that indicated that could be a sale, and it was in my standard kind of shape, which is bodycon. Again, you'll see a trend with me with this, you know, rib material. It's what I do. When something works, make it work. You know your silhouettes, you know your body, you know what you like. Do it. Just get it. So anyway, I see the dress. I don't really have anything purple, but sometimes I buy things. I ain't gonna lie. I can't front. I buy things based on the price. I don't really stay stuck to any colors because not for nothing. Check this skin. Check the color. I can really wear any color that I want. That's the point that I'm trying to make. So anyway, I see the red tag. I say, Taylor, give me that dress that's sitting over there. So as she gets closer to me and I look and I said, well, dang, that's not even $19.99. It's $9.99. I hold it up next to me and I say, oh, wow, that looks like it's definitely going to fit me. I dig that. And then it's a bodycon dress. You know, it's giving me that thing that I just mentioned. But it has this little ruffle sleeve detail. So it's given just a bit more. So I said, okay, yes. This looks like it'll fit. I like it. Again, it's that midi length, kind of longer. I peeped the size. Not that it really matters because it looked like it would fit me. And I grabbed this one in a size medium. I don't know what the original pricing was, but I think the last price that was listed on here was $35.90. So I ended up getting it for $9.99, which to me is a steal. I mean, most definitely a steal. It's not as heavy of a sweater material as the black one, which is definitely a December, January, and February dress. this is going to be great for when school returns. I can definitely see me wearing this in September, October, November, like, but actually through the winter too if I layer up. Here I go. I digress. But yeah, this dress in a medium with the purple, and then I still had the purple shoes in my hand. So I said, okay, this could be a full monochromatic look. Yeah, this dress. So the size range in this dress goes from small all the way up to extra large. Again, I will try to indicate that code down at the bottom. You may be able to find it in store or possibly even online. But I think ideally, I would have wanted it to be just a little bit more, a little bit tighter just so that I could feel it more. But then probably that wouldn't be a good look, right? Because that might just be serving too much. So I think that the way that it fits is going to work for me. Again, it's going to work for me for work. But yeah, I sort of kind of love it. I definitely love the price. You all please let me know what you think of it. Yeah, so far I feel like I have scored at Zara. We got the 19.99 dress, the 9.99 dress, and then we have this next dress. So the next dress that I picked up is certainly a far trendier dress. This one, I just felt like, okay, yeah. This is a thing because, hold, let me get this together because right now it doesn't look like anything I can show you. You're going to say, Kawana, what are you doing? Like, what are you trying to show us? We don't get anything from that. But maybe actually Taylor probably showed it pretty well. So let's show Taylor over here. All right, so let me get into it. All right, it's this checkered print dress that has this really cute bow right up here on the front. It's like a oatmeal, no, it's darker than oatmeal. So it's more like a beige, and then it has like light red and green checks on it. I just think that it is just such a pretty neutral light color. But what I really like about it in particular is the fact that it does have this completely back cutout. It almost looks like from the back, like you're wearing a top with a skirt. But what I like is that the top is so full that I can wear a bra under. As you all know, I'm all about the support. I do not go braless. I really do not even like boob tape, and those boob stickers do nothing for me. I mean, for goodness sakes, I'm a mom and I nursed for years and years and years. Don't want to be TMI. I'm just keeping it funky. I need all of the support that I could get, but it doesn't mean that I do not like certain trends. And so when I saw this and I said, ooh, okay, I like that, because if I can have support under, I'm all for it, and then still be able to have my back out. I got to get all into that. So I said, ooh, and it's $19.99. So the price is right, and it looks like it'll fit me. Why in the world did it look like it would fit me? Because when I go and peep the size, when I say Zara sizes are all over the place, they are. Because this one is a size extra large. The size range goes from actually extra large. Oh, it doesn't say the size range. So this one just says extra large on the tag. I don't know if that's unique or not, but yeah, I haven't experienced that. Oh, no. See? Told you. Kawana. Get glasses. Get glasses. Wear your glasses. It goes from extra small to extra large, and I picked it up in an extra large. So this is this really cute mini dress. And one of the reasons why I didn't just say no is, one, it did look like it would fit me, but also I've purchased things before in a large or extra large because based on my height, I often need to size up to be able to get the length that I need so that I'm not walking around looking like a street walker. Like, I ain't trying to get that money in these streets, if you understand what I'm saying. But so with the dress though, it is a little bit big in the back, but I don't think it's obscene. You all let me know. I can fool around with a little bit, make it work, because we are getting towards the latter part of the summer, but I definitely think that I can get some wears out of it. And you know, I kind of like it. So let me know, por favor, please, what you all think of it. But yeah, I'm kind of like, I like it. I think that was a score. And that was actually the first item that I picked up because I still had like summer in my mind. But when I see things that are for the winter, like we are planning for the seasons ahead. And so I already have 2 dresses for the season ahead. So that was what I picked up on my first trip to Zara. So now let's cut to my second trip to Zara. I had a purpose. And the reason I can tell you for sure is that I had a purpose. I was going for the one thing. I just have to mention this. It's just what I do. Like we're sitting here, we're chilling. I'm on the floor in my house, we're relaxing, we're talking. So I just have to tell you, every time I see a video, and even some of my close friends say, you know, Zara just always gets me. Every time I go into Zara, I have to walk out with something. I'm usually like, yeah, no, I don't get that. I go to Zara with a purpose. But again, up until now, Zara didn't really fit me, right? So anyway, I go back into Zara with a purpose. And the purpose is to cop those kitten heel shoes that I left behind at the first store because they didn't have them in the purple color that I thought that I really wanted. But how I know that I was very intentional about getting only those shoes is because Mr. Coy came with me. Shopping with Mr. Coy goes like this. He asks you, what are you going to get? You say, I'm going to get those purple shoes. It's the equivalent of saying to him that we're walking into the supermarket to get a loaf of bread. We're walking in to get the loaf of bread, and that's all we're getting. So when I say I was intentional, I had a purpose and I had a plan. The only purpose and the only plan was to get the purple kitten heel shoes that they did not have in my size at the very first Zara. So we get into the store and they don't have those purple kitten heel shoes in my size, but Mr. Coy did say, yeah, I do like them in person. They look very good. Then he goes and he walks over because they didn't have them in my size. And this is so unlike him because usually he would say, they were right there. Like as soon as you go into the store, usually he would say, okay, they don't have it, let's go. But for some reason, his eyes went towards these electric purple numbers and said, ooh, he says, ooh, babe, what about these? These are really nice. These are in your size, which by the way, I didn't mention it before, is a 41 in Zara heels. In Zara flats, I usually get a 40, but in heels, I grab the 41. And I'm saying to him, no, but that's not the same color. It's not the same shape. It's not giving me that Prada. And he's saying, I get that. They're nice. You can get the Prada dupes in a different color, but these are really nice. So he wouldn't take no for an answer. So Mr. Coy said, we need to have these. So, you know, in retrospect, I'm going to say the heel on these is very manageable. It is a purple, so if I wear it with the purple dress that I showed from my first trip to Zara, I think that it'll just create a nice contrast. I do like this purple color. I love the idea of the sling back, and I think, I mean, I'm of two minds about it, right? Because if you're wearing a heel, wear a heel. That doesn't mean I'm not going to wear my kitten heels, but I was able to, you know, take his advice, to listen to him and say, yeah, okay, I got you. It's a purple shoe. It's a statement. Let's go on ahead. And I think that this heel might be, I mean, possibly 2, maybe 2.5 inches. So I could still do what I do my work stuff, do my running around and do everything with these purple shoes. So I believe that I'm still going to get the kitten heels, but possibly in black. I don't really have any black shoes. I don't want to make a whole other story about that. But I think that those will give just a little bit more versatility and maybe just be something that I can have more on deck during my work week. So I think I still am stuck on the kitten heel, but I'm going to get them now. Not in the purple, not in the corally pink. They had a light blue, and Mr. Coy said, get the light blue. And I said, negative, partner, because I couldn't envision what I would wear with it. But I'm within 98% assurity that I am going to get the black kitten heel style. I'll insert a picture. You all let me know if I should cop those or let it go. And also let me know, how did Mr. Coy do with these purple shoes? The plan was only to get the shoes, but what did I do? What did I do? I saw sale, sale, sale. And so I said, I gotta do it again. Let's see what they have. So yeah, let's see what they have. And Mr. Coy said, yes, yes, yes. let's do that. He was in such a good mood on this particular day, like filled with patience. And he's like, yeah, see what they have. So one of the items that I grabbed is this linen-like material skirt. I just think this is so pretty. Look at these colors. We have some light reds, some purples, some orange, and some pink. And Mr. Coy immediately says, oh, that skirt will match with your purple shoes. I guess in theory, the skirt does match with the purple shoes, but I think it's like 2 different seasons. It's kind of all over the place. That's not the point, right? This is a simple slip skirt. It does have this beautiful kind of psychedelic design with this beautiful flower. I think it's giving me some 70s vibes. I do like it. It has this zip detail, not detail, but it has a zip in the back. So without that zipper, I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't have been able to fit it. I picked it up in a size small. The size range of this goes from extra small all the way up to double XL. In a perfect world, I would have grabbed it in a medium. They didn't have a medium. The price of this was $9.99. So I said, if I gotta shimmy a little bit and it's just a little bit tight, but it's not gonna rip and it's not obscene and it doesn't look like it belongs to Taylor, I'm gonna go ahead and wear it because it's $10. So let me go on ahead and grab it. It also has this this tie here in the back. I don't really know the purpose because, as I said, the dress is already quite tight, but I think it just gives like a little bit more detail. It's super cute. And then it has this split that goes, it's a pretty substantial split, but I think also quite tasteful. I like this. This is so cute. It is kind of sheer, so just, you know, wear the correct undergarments, but it is super cute. I like it. You all let me know what you think. I know already. I know it's a little tight, but I still think quite wearable. It's a light linen material. I don't think it has to be ironed or anything. So I think this is like perfect to throw on while it's still warm outside for the summer. This is definitely a weekend little skirt, little long skirt, but I like it. Very cute. What do you all think of it? So here, when I talk about Zara being kind of saturated in me watching video after video after video and seeing people kind of pull out the same thing, I'm people, because I am human. But this particular item, I've only seen one other person haul. And I feel like I'm not a good friend because I didn't tell her that I hauled this. But I may tell her before the video actually goes up. I got this. Okay, okay, so here's the other part, and this is something that I should have mentioned, right? Because you're watching my channel, hopefully to see what I've hauled because you like my style, but also for me to be informative, right? Well, that's the hope. So what I say is that as much as we have a fear that things are going to sell out, so as soon as the sale hits, we want to go and grab it. At the same time, the longer you wait in the sale, the more they decrease the price of the item. So you might start at $59.99 and then end up at like $16.99 if you just wait a couple of weeks. But it's a gamble. I'm not saying that you have to take it. And then I also don't have a lot of familiarity with Zara to know whether or not they would adjust the price. But I say all of that to say that you see this fuchsia color? I know if she's watching, she already knows what it is. But you see this fuchsia color? Okay. This is, oh my, okay. So this is a cape dress. I know I'm just going to have to show it in the cutaways because you're not even going to get it. Oh yes, you do see the cape detail up here. So it's kind of like a bodycon sheer dress under, and then it has this magnificent cape detail. Talk about a moment. Give me the thought of this a moment. You say cape? Cape is a moment. You talk about train? It's a moment. It's all kinds of drama. So the first time I saw this dress was actually at the time that I'm actually recording this video. The first time I saw this was approximately 3 weeks ago. My girl, Jen from Custom Chic, picked it up and she said, yo, I gotta get this. This is a whole thing. By the time she actually hauled it, she made reference to the fact that she didn't feel that it was long enough to give the drama that it needed to give. At that time, I hate to say it because I'm not a troublemaker, but Jen paid $59.99 for the dress, for this same dress when she purchased it. 3 weeks later, I go into Zara. I ain't looking for it because I ain't looking for nothing in Zara, as I mentioned. But I got the same exact dress, the same exact dress for $15.99. So that is, I don't do math. I think I mentioned that before, but it seems like that's $40 less. So I am so hopeful that my girl Jen of Custom Chic is going to be able to go in, return the $59.99 that I did encourage her to keep, but to get it at a much more affordable price, because even if it's not given exactly what either of us wanted it to give, I think it's still worth having because it's drama. For $16, I'll take all of that drama. Now, admittedly, sometimes for me, I expect things not to be as long. Well, I want them to be, but at the same time, because of my height, I often have that as a struggle. But I think I could still really enjoy wearing this, especially at the price point that I got it, even if it's not quite as long as dramatic as I would have liked for it to be. So the size range of this dress goes from small, medium to large. It's a very wrinkly material. I think it would definitely have to be steamed, but I don't know exactly what the material is, but it does feel kind of weighty and substantial, but it's just so cool. It's totally going to give a moment. I just have to pose the right way, figure out how I'm going to photograph with it. But I do think it could be loads of really nice things. And the size range of this is small, medium, and large. If you all can find it, especially if you all are like under 5'8", Jen is 5'8", so I think if you're like 5'6" and below, it's going to give all of the drama that we speak of. But I'm going to make it have that drama. Let me know what you all think of it, but I think it's a thing. And so for $15.99, you ain't getting too many complaints for me. So far I'm feeling like Zara did me well on this trip. So I have one more bag to get through with 2 more items. So bear with me and let's do it. So now on that same trip with Mr. Coy, because I'm just going through everything, I think that they had sections that said $19.99, $15.99, and probably $9.99. I think that those were all of the sale section. So I just checked them all out. As you can see, I was all over the place because the highest item was $19.99 and the lowest being $9.99. But the next thing that I picked up was pretty simple. Did I mention that I got that cape dress in a size small? Yes, I did. I got the cape dress in a size small. I think a medium may have been, it doesn't even matter, but I picked it up in a size small. So the real point of that is that Zara prices are all over the place. All over the place. I'm sorry, Zara sizes are all over the place. Zara sizes are all over the place. So I picked up this rib skirt. I picked this skirt up. It kind of has like some cable knit detail to it. I think that this is all kinds of fun. It's in an off-white kind of oatmeal-y color. It has these little kind of pearlescent buttons that I think are cool. The buttons are completely non-functional, but I think it just gives it a little bit of a vibe. It just makes it cooler when you see like buttons on something that's knit. The material of this is very, very, not very, the material of this is quite weighty, not quite like the black dress with the fringes, but weighty enough to be able to wear through the winter. It's so stretchy. I mean, this is going to stretch. This is going to hug that body and do what it needs to do. I was able to pick it up in a size small. The size range is small, medium, and large. I think it's super cute. Has this split that goes up the front, which I think is just more drama. It was $9.99. Had to have it, so I grabbed it. I really like it. I can see it with a nice sweater or even a long cardigan as we get into late September, early October. That's what we do here in New York. We start wearing our sweaters and our warmer pieces. But for $9.99, and it's holding me. It's making me feel good. So I am pretty excited about this skirt. Let me know what you all think of it, because yeah. I like it. I actually like everything I purchased. So now we have just one more piece. So let's get into it. Ah, you're seeing sweater. Is that what this is given? You see these gold flecks? So I'm heading over to the line as I do, and I'm saying to myself, yeah, it's time to get out of here. Zara's doing kind of okay, so let me just go with that. All is good. I've had two good trips. I think we got to the mall, myself and Mr. Coy. We got there at 10 o'clock in the morning. We're online by 10:35, and that's a mission. That's pretty dope to be able to score the shoes. I want to say, and during this trip, 6 items. Wait, 2 skirts. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to try to tally that up now because we'll be here all day and we want this video to end. But as I am going to the line, I see this and all I see is gold, gold, gold. And then this beautiful long maxi dress. Did I say with these gold flecks? I don't think it's coming up so well, but with these gold flecks, and then it's just completely sheer. So something would make you think beach, beach, beach. But if you touch the material, it's just so weighty. So it's definitely like a sweater. It has this, I thought it was a lining under, but as it turns out, it's actually a bodysuit. So what this is saying to you is that, I mean, it came with a bodysuit attached. So it's telling you that it is completely sheer. You need to be able to wear something under. But what it also kind of lets me know is that I can wear the bodysuit. I can wear this as a top with maybe some bell-bottom pants. I say I'm already getting into the styling. Let me just show you a little bit more, because in my previous videos, I think I've been mentioning that I'm thinking very editorially. And I just thought that even with this being a bodysuit under, it's going to give me some dope photos. This could be a whole big thing. And so I said, I have to have it. It seems a little bit big to me, but let me try it. I picked it up in a size large. The size range is small, medium, and large. But you know, I just said, I have to try it because for the price of 15.99, I don't know what the price was originally, but you can tell that this is, again, is quite a weighty material. It is pretty substantial. I don't know that you would necessarily wear it in the winter because it is sleeveless. What would you do? I don't know, but we're gonna figure that out as time progresses. But yeah, I picked this up and I'm going to be photographing it. I was supposed to photograph it today with my girl Gloria, but it is raining. But you will get some photos of this on Instagram, so I certainly hope that you're following me over there. I hope that it's given what it's supposed to give over here in the cutaways. You all have to let me know. And if it's not, we are going to capture some photos that make it give what it is supposed to give. Those were my 8 pieces that I picked up from Zara. Will I now begin to frequent Zara? No, I still feel the same way. I'm not paying the Zara prices. I may pay a little bit more attention to the sales at the very, very end. Something else that got me as we were standing in line to pay for these purchases, a sales associate walks up and he's all, oh, you all don't have to wait here. You can go to the self-service line. And I'm like, self-service line at Zara? I don't know how I feel about that. And you're saying that we don't have to wait. Again, it's about 10:35, 10:40. So the line hasn't really accumulated. It's not that type of Zara moment. But at this point, Mr. Coy has, he'd been patient for 40 minutes. So he's just like, no, let's go ahead to the self-checkout line. This is a crap show. Because I've never worked in retail, but I swear, I feel like they should have discounted the price of all of my items, even though they were discounted, just because of all of the work that it took in self-service. This isn't just like when you go to Target or something or to a supermarket and you just take your item and scan it. This is so much more detailed. You put it in this thing that kind of measures the sizes of it somehow or another. I guess it is, very technologically savvy or futuristic, because it's able to scan all of the items that you put in this bin, and then across the screen it tells you what each of the items are and the cost of the item. You just have to make sure that it has calculated for each of the items. But then Mr. Coy says, well, what about the metal things? What do you call those? The metal things, what do you call them? The metal things that you have to take off. Anyway, Mr. Coy says, what about that? So this person who should be behind the register ringing up these items comes and says, oh, I'll show you how to take it off. Mr. Coy legitimately should get a job at this point at Zara, because he had to do so much work. He had to use this magnetic theft device remover to be able to get these things off and insert them into the specific sections, one for the rectangular shape and one for the round shape. Mr. Coy did it because Mrs. Coy don't have the patience for that. You're getting my coin. You're going to do all of the work that you're supposed to do. But shout out to Mr. Coy for rocking with me for that 40 minutes at Zara. Actually, it turned into quite a considerable amount more minutes because Mr. Coy had to learn to do this whole retail thing. So yeah, did you all know that Zara had this self-checkout? Do they have this self-checkout kind of situation in the city where you shop? Please let me know down in the comments. Let me know which of these pieces were your favorite. And if you know me, because some of you do, and you all know that I haven't really done a Zara haul before, let me know. Are you surprised? Again, which of the pieces is your favorite? And more importantly, have you shopped the Zara sale? And if so, what did you purchase? Do you know, do they do price adjustments? Like, I'm bombarding you all with questions at this point at the end of the video. I'm going to stop. What I am going to say is thank you so much for watching today's video. Please do not forget to give it a thumbs up. I could really use these thumbs up at this point. I can really, really use the comments. I really want this channel to grow so desperately. I am so committed to this relationship that you all and I are building. It means a lot to me. Bring along more of your friends. Bring along more of your people who like fashion, especially if you like fashion and style of a woman of a certain age, because I am. And I just want to know that I'm resonating with you all and that you all are liking what I'm showing and that I'm bringing something good here. So bring some people over to the party. Give this video a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification. And I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget that everything I've shared in today's video and every video is me to a C. A C? Thank you so much for watching.